Howdy ho everybody, welcome back to the Rock's Roost and The Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past. We're here in the old man's cave, and today we're going to take on the Misery Mire dungeon, so we got to get going. We'll see ya. Alright. Alrighty, so let's blow the flute. Ooh, just in time. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is refill our magic jar. And there's an easy place to do that. Let's see. Yeah, we have 4 fairies. There's an easy place to do that right up here. Head on north of the village. Pick up this rock. This is again the only instance of this kind of rock in the light world. Trivia time. We're not going to the dark world here. Instead, we're going to run into this tree. Ahaha. For a cheeky magic refill. Now, let's head on to our destination, shall we? Alright. Number 6 is where we're going. With the Titan's Mitt, you just pick up the rock, jump on in. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Swamp of Evil. There's several things we can do here, including pick up a couple heart pieces. So go on in this place. Head down here. I'm going to push the block this way. Like that. Now push this one, then that one, and there's a piece of heart. Fantastic. Plus we have another heart. That's going to come in handy in Misery Mire for sure. Alright, so once you're done in there, head on up around this way. It's probably the easiest way to get over here. Give it a dash right into this corner. Make sure you're in there real good. And use the mirror. Pick up the rock. Head on in. Alrighty. So just kind of find your way through. Some of them push, some of them don't. There's another piece of heart. We're in the home stretch with pieces of heart. Alright, head on back out and head to the dark world again. Oh. Try to go at it from this direction. Sometimes you can't get back in the dark world here. There we go. Alright, so Swamp of Evil. Pretty awful place. We got some Dactos. Got some Coos. And Swamolas. That's those fellas there floating around. Watch out, you Coo. Want to head on up here. The entrance to the dungeon is here. But there is a magical thunderstorm that is keeping this place from being revealed. We have to raise it up somehow. The hint is right there on the floor. Walk up to this tile and use ether. We did hear a hint about this. Being able to blow away the storm if we had more powerful magic. Alright, and here we are, Misery Mire. This is dungeon number 6. But of course we're doing it 3rd. So head on in. Okay, welcome to Misery Mire, also known as Misery Maze. There were several publications when this game came out, including Nintendo Power, which occasionally referred to this dungeon as Misery Maze and not Misery Mire. So you may have heard both. I think Misery Mire is the accepted correct name. So you go on in here and you get rid of these Zoles. The slime monsters, although they're more like gels from the original The Legend of Zelda. They're more like gels than Zoles. Normally you're expected to use the Hookshot here, but if you do this little number, dash against this block, and then as soon as you start bouncing backwards, press and hold right on the control pad, and you'll scoot right over the hole. That's how we do this before we do Swamp Palace. All right, in this room, there are some popos and wizrobes. You got to kill them all. And a Beamos, of course. Wait on the wizrobes to fully materialize, and then slash them. When the door opens, head on through. Now, Misery Maze is actually not a bad name for this dungeon. It is a little bit convoluted, and I have a full set of notes that I prepared for myself to get us through here in the most painless way possible, and also to get as many of the treasures as possible that are necessary, and get us through without the hookshot, which there's only 2 places where the hookshot really comes into play. We've already passed one of them. So if I pause at different times during this run of this particular dungeon, know that I am looking at my notes, and it is possible that I have overlooked something, so I ask for your patience there. But in this room, we're going to be coming to this room a lot. This is a central chamber. The first place you want to go is right up here to this door. Over here, push the block. Watch those lamps. They shoot fireballs. Push the block, head north, and go out on this impossible bridge to get the first small key. All right, we're going to head back to the central room now. Watch out for the winder. That's the flaming Cheeto there. He'll get you. And then head down here and go through this locked door. In this room, use the Bombos medallion. The blue berry will drop a key. If you use ether here, it'll freeze the berry, but it will do nothing to the Stalfos heads. So if you need the fairy, go ahead and powder him up. Switch this switch to blue, and then go through the locked door. In this room, you're going to have flying tiles again. Light the torches while dodging the tiles to the best of your ability. Then head through the door. This is Stalfos. Again, ether won't do anything, so sort them down. Use the boomerang if you want to, however you want to get rid of this guy. I mean, you don't have to get rid of him, but you don't want to get knocked into the spikes either. Inside the chest is the compass. All right, again, make sure that that switch is blue in the room that we were just in. Now we're going to head down. Ignore the tiles and head down again. Get rid of the wizrobe. You may want to use ether here, but I'll tell you what, with a red berry or orange berry, hit him once to make him split, then use the medallion. Otherwise, the medallion will make him split. Full magic jar under that. Alright, so we didn't really need to do the old friezo, but I enjoy doing it anyway. Now let's go down the stairs. Alright, in this room you see 2 torches. Push the blocks like so. When you start pushing blocks, wizrobes will appear. Just ignore them for now. In this room, do the same thing. Oops. I just screwed up. Okay, if you do that, don't worry. That's funny. Just go back downstairs and then come back up. That'll reset the blocks. Okay. So, push the blocks like so. If you're a fiend for symmetry like I am, you'll do it that way. Ooh. Watch out for the whiz robes. Alright, now, I'm going to go in this room. You don't have to do this, but you notice it's a little skinny room with a telepathy tile. Ra Kadazai, Sahashrala, the Elder. You must set fire to 4 torches to open the way forward. So that's how the game tells you what I'm telling you now. Darn you. Anyhow, notice the blocks stay put as long as you don't go back downstairs. So whip out the lamp and light the torches. Avoiding the wise guys. This does take a little while. All right, now, when you go into this room, it has expanded. Drop into the hole. Even though you can't see a floor there, it is safe. Here's the big key. Step into the teleporter. Ooh. Ignore that door for now. Head down. We're headed back to the central chamber, by the way. All right, now we need to get to the door that's to the southeast of the central chamber. Before we do that, lift this skull for a switch. Open this chest for a key. Here's a good room to get an anti-fairy if you want one. I want one, so I'm a-going in. One of the things that greatly diminishes the difficulty of this dungeon is the fact that there are several anti-fairies. That really helps you out a lot. If you know the whole anti-fairy trick thing, that is. Scoot on back this way, scoot back on up this way. And again, we're headed to the room in the southeast corner. Not that way. Down here. We're going to go through here. There is an anti-fairy here, of course, if you want that one as well. Now, here you need to hurry up because we don't have the hook shot. Scoot right across that corner. And you're golden. Open the cane. Open the box, rather, for the cane of Somaria. This is a cane that makes blocks out of thin air. This is why we wanted to make sure our switch was blue. Go ahead and get the map. And head up. In this room, use Bombos again. Might want to get behind the wall just in case the Beamos gives you trouble. Anything good? A magic jar, we'll take that. And a key. Don't get caught in the corner. Another magic jar. If you picked up the magic cape, use it here. For another key. Head up north. Alright. The expedient way to go is to go down and to the left. But we're going to go up here first. Just so you know that this is up here, we don't need this, but in case you were wondering about this bridge, this room is very dangerous. This is a way to access a crystal switch, but there's also a small key over here. I just wanted you to see that. Now, I'll just backtrack from here. That is the north side of the big room that had that huge blade trap in it that we saw before. Now you can go downstairs and go this way. Get rid of the whiz robe. Another anti-fairy if you want it. Go through the big key door. Over here is a full magic jar. Now we're going to scoot across this bridge and head downstairs. This room's dark. Be careful here. The direct route is to the left. We're going to go to the right. Through this door to a treasure room. There are 2 rupee rooms in this dungeon. This is the first 2. The second one is a little bit more aggravating to get to. When you come back through, that Zol will be waiting for you. Go ahead and get the cane ready and use it there. Now, got somebody sneaking up on you. Be careful there. Pick this up and head this way. Now watch this blade trap. It's almost impossible to not get hit here. But it's okay if you take a hit. Now, the second treasure room is up this way. First thing we want to do is hit the switch. Make it orange. Now, we want to go up this way. Right here. You see this wall? Bomb right there. Try not to get try not to get owned by all the fireballs and your own bombs. But if you do, there's an anti-fairy in here too. This is the second treasure room. Okay. Out we go. If you hit the switch, then you're good to go. Just head on around this way. And go through this door. The switch is orange, so we can head on through. But you have to bomb up. This gets us into the bottom part of that room, where we can hit this switch. Watch out for the anti-fairies. Alright, just scoot on up to the top of this room. Hit the switch. If you need an anti-fairy, get it. And then go on up this way. Oh, the winder might get you. It's okay. And we're going to head on in here for the boss. If you have the Cane of Berna, I recommend you go ahead and equip it. Activate it and start slashing. There's going to be significant slowdown here, but that's just the way it is. Don't need to worry about the lightning because the cane protects you. When you're down to 4 little eyes, switch to the arrows and hit this guy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. And he's down for the count. Grab the heart container and you have saved another maiden. Congratulations. Rock, because of you, I can escape the clutches of the evil monsters. Thank you. Ganon captured us because he couldn't break the seal of the wise men with his power alone. And then, using the wizard Aghanim as his pawn, he drew us to the Dark World. After cracking the seal with our powers, he sealed us inside of these crystals. He then gave us to his loyal monsters, but Ganon didn't plan on your getting this far. Now, Princess Zelda is waiting for you inside of Turtle Rock. Please hurry. Do you understand? Yes. Again, the game thinks that you're going to be doing this right before Turtle Rock, so the message is there. But we're darn dirty sequence breakers. May the way of the hero lead to the Triforce. And we have another dungeon done and dusted. Thank you very much for joining me here at the Roost today. Leave a comment and like the video if you indeed liked it. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. Your support means everything to me and helps me keep going. For now, I'll bid you adieu wherever you are, whenever you are. And remember, next time we'll be going to the Ice Palace. That's the one that gives people the most trouble, but we have the Cane of Somaria, so that's going to make life a little bit easier. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.